I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Oh! No way!
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Let's go.
I'm all in.
Disgusting today.
Usually I'm playing a tournament for tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not a few times I've been able to attempt to be in a tournament for millions of dollars. Not tonight. I'm playing for pizza money with the boys, but pride is on the line. So tonight we're gonna have a lot of fun. I think tonight is jersey night, so we like to theme it up a couple times, and I think tonight I'm gonna try to put on a jersey that I got in the closet that I haven't worn in a while. We're gonna throw that on, get the table ready, cards in the air. The boys will be here soon. So the boys tonight are Rick, who is a newer friend to the game and has shown he's willing to play big pots. Jeff is in the Cowboys jersey and Cowboys hat. I do keep some hats in the house we all like to wear sometimes. He's probably the most studied villain at the game, so we'll need to pick our spots carefully against him. Then we have Never Fold George in the Saints jersey. In this game, some players have earned nicknames, and George, he doesn't like to fold. Next, we have Comeback Jake, who will be here in just a couple minutes. Jake earned his name by being down to his last chip in one of our home games and somehow spinning it up to a huge profit. Last but not least, we've got Austin. He's wearing what I believe to be a cricket jersey. Since he took the seat on my right, I'm looking to punish him all night in limp pots. Then there's little old me, wearing my old professional paintball jersey. Everyone starts with 100 big blinds in front of them, which is $10 in our home cash game of 5 cent, 10 cent. The stakes may be low, but don't get it twisted. My goal is to make sure every one of these guys go home broke tonight. Cards are in the air, and we're opening with a double board bomb pot home game we like to call Grapefruit. How to play the game is quite simple. Every player gets 4 cards. Here I have the Queen of Diamonds, 10 of Clubs, 3 of Diamonds, Ace of Diamonds. To start, everyone puts in a predetermined amount of money. We decided on 25 cents. Then the dealer deals 2 flops. On the flop, everyone discards 1 card, followed by a round of betting. And on the turn, everyone will have eventually 2 cards left. And the game plays like normal Texas Hold'em. After seeing both boards, I know it's time to toss a 3 and hope to improve on the turn. Jake shows up just in time to see me throw out a bet of 30. I'm betting small to thin the field while building a pot. I get 3 callers, and now we head to 2 turns. I improved, and I have blockers to others improving. Sadly, I think it's time to toss my 10. Oh, and did I mention that this is a drinking game? I'm looking to get a big first pot going, so I'm going to size up to $1.25, and just Jeff calls, so it's heads up to a river. The rivers feel like 2 blanks, and I have a feeling Jeff and I are chopping this pot. So I check, allowing him to name his price. He lands on $2, I snap call and see Jeff does in fact have a flush on the first board, but my 3 aces hold on the second, which means we chop. Just your casual 90 big blind first pot to start the night. Now, back to normal hold'em. There's 2 limpers in front of me, and I've got a suited connector on the button. I crush a drink and raise the 30. Rick in the small blind and Jake in middle position both call. I flop an open-ended straight draw, and I'm a little surprised to see Rick donk lead for 30. I'm even more surprised to see Jake call in the middle. I guess I call? I'll see what happens on the turn. Bing! I hit my gin card to make a straight. Again, Rick leads for 30, and again, Jake calls. Nope, no more. I'm not standing for it. No need to lay any traps. I'm going for it. I make it 115. Rick re-raises me to 230, and I have the best hand possible.
Chat, what does he have? Chat!
After Jake folds, I only see one option.
I'm all in.
Rick calls the all-in. He shows he turned 2 pair, and we agree to run it twice. And thank God we did, because Rick spikes a full house on the first run out, and my straight holds on the second. Chop, chop, nice hand, Rick.
Chop, chop.
Finally, the food has arrived. California burritos for everyone, courtesy of Never Fold George.
Disgusting today.
Even though I'm hosting the game, I kind of feel like the fish at the table because George bought me food. Is he trying to keep me at the table as long as possible? Well, even if that's the case, the food is amazing, so I'll take it.
Whoa! That's right.
I may not have paid for the food, but I will happily pay the petting tax for a little bit of run good. No big pot for a while. I do get lucky calling down a bluff and then give away a fair amount of chips when my 2 pair gets counterfeited, and I somehow win a pot at showdown with queen high.
Oh, no way!
But now, finally, a big hand.
It's raising.
Oh, family pot.
Okay.
Okay.
You asked for it. I was gonna raise, but you asked.
I know you were going to.
It's very good ask. Oh my god, let me just make sure this is a family pot.
I flop trip fives in a family pot and hear this.
Dude, that's crazy. I got 3 5s in my hand.
No, Rick, you don't, because I do. But Rick does open lead for $2, and then Jake calls the overbet, and now I think I have a big decision after Austin folds to me. Do I set the trap, or do I just get it all in right now? They both can have basically any 2 cards here, because they most likely have overcards or flush draws, and I want to keep all of their hands in, so I elect on a call. The turn is absolutely horrible for me, because all of the flush draws just got there. It super feels like Rick got there because he open leads again for $4, and then I feel even worse when Jake smooth calls. But to be fair, I've seen both of these guys multiple times do this with complete air. So buckle up for safety, because I'm about to find out if they have the flush or not.
I'm all in.
Rick is quick to push his chips in, and Jake ends up calling too. Once the cards are on their backs, I see Rick absolutely has the flush, and Jake and I somehow have the same hand?
Are you in this, Jake? Like you have?
I'm with you, buddy.
You're with.
Oh, okay.
Can we?
You have a flush.
Can we run this twice?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
No.
My ask to run it twice was swiftly denied. Jake and I are sharing 8 outs one time. Can we get there?
Oh! And he covers both of them.
all you.
When you flip that 6, I was like, yes. I was like, no!
Nope. Rick scoops a huge one, and I need to rebuy. Time for Jake and I to grab a drink to wash that bad beat down. After my rebuy, we run another game of grapefruit, and I give away some of my chips after my 2-pair on both boards are somehow no good. This calls for another drink, which gives me the courage to 4-bet jam pocket 9s pre-flop, and Jeff calls me with queen jack suited. Let's go to the run out.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Let's go. Come on. Oh, no 9.
You're good. Nice hand.
Yes, let's go.
Nice hand.
Now I'm in for 3 buy-ins, and I'm starting to pull out all the stops like bluffing with queen high, something Jake can smell but thankfully folds.
Wait.
He would have gotten there.
Oh,
He would have gotten it.
Oh, he would have beat you.
So give me another drink and let's start crawling out of this hole. What better way to start than with my favorite hand, Jack 10 on the button. There are 2 limpers in front of me, so I bump it up to 40 and everyone calls. We go 5 ways to a flop, 7 for Jack. In standard fashion, we have Rick leading for 50 cents and all of our opponents in front of me call. Well, I've got a hand, so it's time to raise. I make it $3. Rick folds, Jeff calls, and so does George. My SPR is getting low, and with the 9 on the turn, once checked to me, I think I can get a small bet through and take this down most of the time. Plus, I have a couple cards that actually help me. Any black 10 or jack, or even an 8 to give me a straight. And again, both Jeff and George call. So now it feels like the only good card for me is going to be a black 8. And that's exactly what I get. They both check to me, and it's time to stick in the rest of it.
If I fold, will you show your hand?
At this point, I'm praying for a call. Jeff folds, but George calls. He sees my straight and immediately flicks his cards in the muck. It feels like I'm on the comeback trail, and there are definitely enough chips in play for me to come back. The night is flying by. I gotta keep the boys hydrated, so we pour up another drink and cheers it up, which takes us to the last big hand of the night. The hand that can potentially pull me out of the red. I'm in for 3 buy-ins, and I still need help crawling out of this hole. There's 1 straddle in front of me, and King 4 suited seems like a good enough hand for me to raise, only because I'm confident in my post play with this group of boys. Rick, Jeff, and George all call. Jake folds, and then Austin out of the straddle bumps it up to $2. Him and I have been doing some private lessons, so maybe he's just squeezing here to pick up all the dead money. But since I'm on his left, and could play in position should everyone else fold. I make the call, and so does Jeff and George. 4 players in the pot. Flop comes 4, queen, 4. I flop a huge hand with trips 4s. When check to me, I try to get a little cheeky and just bet 20 cents. Jeff probably smells the weakness and raises the $2. George curiously puts in the call and Austin folds. So, keeping the story of being weak, I fake recheck my cards to make it seem like I'm not even sure what I have, and then decide to completely overbet the pot.
I'm all in.
To tell the story that I'm bluffing and hope no one calls. To my complete surprise, Jeff calls and George looks like he's in the blender. Please call, please call, please call, please call. I hear a question that makes my heart skip a beat.
How do I fold it?
George does call and I'm up against a single pair of queens and George's 10s, I'm way ahead. The turn is really sweaty because it gives Jeff a flush draw, but the river is clean and I scoop a massive pot to close out the night.
Here are the tallies for the end of the night. Here somewhere. Owing 2 winners tonight. Ended up being a really good game with the boys. Hope everyone had fun. And I'm going to be back on the road in just a couple of weeks in Vegas to play the Win Summer Series, Win Deep Stack something, Venetian Deep Stack Showdown. Those series. I'm going to be back in Vegas in just a couple of weeks to play those events. And you can go get action at State Kings again right here. I'll try to link if I do this before. Head over to State Kings, grab some action. It's just for fun. I hope if you are grabbing a piece, you are doing it to have some fun and get a little sweat. So I will see you all in the next one.